Is there any part of Southern California that is good to drive in right now?
Definitely could be. Good morning, Jennifer. Indeed, I hope we're catching you when you're still at home, and just give you a heads up now. Rain is moving through the Southland, so you could go from what storm to oh my God. So just be careful. It's all over the place. Change required. San Bernardino Mountains. Many thin outs, falls into nines. 1-1. I'll cover that in a minute. Just be careful. Leave a little early. It can't hurt. To the Cajon Pass. Been a mess all morning due to the weather. Get back to that in a second. Newhall Pass is no better. As a matter of fact, coming down from Acton, it's already getting really slow. There's a problem at Via Process. I'll follow that in a minute. Malibu Canyon at Las Virgenes. Hello. Where it changes names to Piuma. Boulders in the roadway already. That's really creating a problem. Escorts on the I-5 now, San Joaquin Valley into Gorman, so watch that. We'll keep tabs on that for you. Back to the Cajon Pass now. Problem on the South 215. That was south of the 15-215 split. So that created a little bit of a problem. South 15 is okay. In Hollywood Boulevard still shut down.
Money in a mutual fund, and then they steal it and put it over there.
Yeah. Bankman Freed
I just lose it and lose it.
And Bankman Freed, I guess, I don't know, his excuse in all of this is, first off, he's denied that there was any improper use of customer funds. But then on top of that, he said, I should have been on top of this. And I feel really bad and regretful that I wasn't.
On top of what?
But that's just, you should have been on top of the
You should have been on top of what, sir? What happened that you should have been on top of other than your roommate, who was a big wig in the company too? Because you know they were all living together,
yeah.
and then like some of them were dating other of them.
It feels very Facebooky, where they were all buddies, and
yeah.
you know, it's got that whole air to it. But yeah, he says a lot of people got hurt, and that's on me. But I should have been on top of this. I agree with you. What does that mean? On top of what?
Well, that's what they're trying to. But he's not going to say it. Well, all right, that is handled on the news. I do have a request. This next story that we don't have time to get to, please make sure that it appears in Handle on the News late edition involving the video game Fortnite. Thank you very much. And we'll get some news from Jen, and then Alex Stone, ABC News correspondent, is going to join me live.
Checking out our drive. Speaking of that snow has impacted the drive, boy, in the northern part of Southern California and in the southern, Jeff.
Yes, well put, Jennifer. If you're new to Los Angeles now, the snow and rain, it really impacts driving around here. The snow is a big problem. Many of the San Bernardino Mountains, the higher elevation to Riverside County, chains are required, and it really is a mess coming through the Cajon Pass. We'll follow up on this, but it is really a treacherous drive coming down. Now, as far as the Grapevine is concerned, or the drive, if you will, from the San Joaquin Valley in towards Quebec and Gorman, they were running escorts a little while ago, and that changes by the minute, so don't go away there. But the rest of the Southland is pretty much wet. You know, I do mean wet and slippery. There's spin-outs all over the place. As a matter of fact, there's a big transition coming out of East LA that's shut down completely. So we're going to follow up on that in our KFI traffic and report to follow in just a minute. Jennifer, for now, I'll send it right back to you.
Now, dry and cool conditions are expected through tonight, and we should just see highs all this week in the low to mid-50s. The National Weather Service in Oxnard has issued a special marine warning for inner waters from Point Mugu to San Mateo Point. A line of strong thunderstorms could impact Newport Beach, Laguna Beach, and Dana Harbor. Small craft could be damaged. This expires in 15 minutes from now, 7:15 this morning. Karen Bass has been sworn in as the new mayor of Los Angeles.
Mayor Karen Bass is now the first woman to lead the city of LA. During her speech, Bass referenced her father.
My father taught me to be a critical thinker and to understand the historical context of national and international events. My daily conversations led me to make a lifetime commitment to do whatever I can do to change the world.
Changing weather conditions, the inauguration took place indoors at the Microsoft Theater with a City Hall backdrop set the mood. Andrew Caravella, KFI News.
A woman has been killed by a stray bullet in Santa Ana. Police say the shooter was aiming for two teens who were running from a drive-by shooting on December 4th. The woman died Friday, but the shooting wasn't reported by Santa Ana cops until Saturday. Two teens who were being shot at ran to a parking lot for cover and were not hurt. The woman was the mother of three. Detectives say this could be gang-related. Iran has executed a second person detained and convicted for allegedly stabbing two paramilitaries to death during public protests. The man was angry about security forces killing people who protested the theocratic regime. Authorities publicly hanged him from a construction crane. Activists say at least 488 people have been killed since the demonstration started in November. And when it comes to voters, young voters have lost some of their enthusiasm for the Democratic Party. An AP VoteGap poll shows midterm voters under 30 favored Democrats 53%, compared with 41% for Republicans. That was down from the 2020 presidential election when young voters backed Joe Biden over Donald Trump, 62% to 36%. Taking a look at your KFI financial report, right now the Dow is up 162, S&P is up 11, NASDAQ is up 23, and the average price of a gallon of unleaded gas in California is $4.53. Man, that feels good to say.
When we bring you Handle on the News Late Edition, which is brought to you by DirectBuyers.com, the hassle-free way to sell your home at a fair price in 10 days or fewer. DirectBuyers.com. Are you ready, Jennifer Jones-Lee?
I was born ready.
Woo! And here we go. Handle on the News Late Edition. Lead story. Happening. Lake Hughes Road, covered in mud and debris. In Pomona, they're reporting some areas of flooding, including some streets that are closed because of the flooding.
In my backyard, there are reports of flooding.
Oh no! Well, there you go. Now, if it is somewhat isolated flooding, here and there, dots on a map, not very close together, you kind of go, oh, bad engineering, bad storm drainage. Is it really a testament to how heavy the rain is, or is it a testament to some other problem? You're nodding, but you're not.
I will say the one thing that I've thought was interesting this morning is the rain, the steadiness of the heavy rain this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been for a good hour or more that it seems to be very steady, and it just depends on where you are. The storm is moving, but it feels like it's moving very slowly. And this is the one everybody in Northern California was complaining about a couple of days ago, the crazy rain and wind, but it is good for the Sierra. And so when I talked with the National Weather Service this morning, they were saying, yeah, this is very good. And we did actually get some impressive rainfall and snow and that sort of thing. Not enough to take us out of a drought conditions, but hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, they're saying some places are getting a half to 3/4 of an inch per hour.
Yeah.
Of rain. That's real rain.
Yeah.
Sometimes rain. Definitely be careful, people.
All right, there is a man named Abu Aguila Muhammad Masood and more. But let's just call him Masood. And he has been in prison in Libya since, I believe, the early 2000s. It was in 2012. And he's really cool stuff. Not it's unclear, was his confession given under duress? Like when he was arrested, which I cannot say the name right now, did he then give this up as part of his video? What we would see as kind of a plea deal? Who knows?
I would say it's more likely that they beat it out of him.
Well, there's that.
The problem is that he was already known. He was part of
Something like that, or was it quiet? Was it quiet? I want to just melt back into my old life. I'm fascinated by that part of her.
I'm trying to envision what a mellow, humble stomach would look like.
Like, I just wonder, she seems so calm.
everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Here is Jen, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
It appears that tweets could get a whole lot longer in the future. So in a response to a Twitter user's question about character limit yesterday, CEO Elon Musk confirmed the platform is set to increase the limit significantly. The user asked Musk, is it true you're going to raise the limit from 280 to 4,000? To which Musk replied, yes. The former capital of the Confederacy is about to lose its last Confederate monument. A statue of General A.P. Hill will come down in Virginia starting today. And Twitter is relaunching its subscription service with a verified checkmark for $11 a month. SoCal weather from KFI, rainy, windy, snow in the mountains today. Should taper off by early evening, but highs are just going to be in the low 50s, maybe a couple of maybe a couple of mid-50s. This report is brought to you by In-N-Out Burger. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places and check snacks on the 134.
Twitter's going from a Twitter to a pamphlet, I think. 134 has always been a problem all morning long here. Going through the 2 freeway, that's the toughest section. It's a problem on Glendale Avenue, that's what it's all about. Now, to the South 101, through downtown Los Angeles, South 101 on Mission, that's where the East 10 South 101 split is. Yep, car sideways here, so it's a really south of the 4 level. West 91 coming through Riverside, boy, it's really getting dumped on now. The Riverside, Corona, Yorba Linda run, all that, really getting rained on hard, so be careful. Leaving the San Fernando Valley, Calabasas over to Encino, Valley Circle to the 405, really slow, a little bit past Topanga. South 405 looking not all that bad considering what's going on this morning with the weather, but it's pretty much victory. Over at the top of the hill, then things will improve. And we just got word of yet another spin out, but it's north 5 of Colorado. That's just before the 134 busy spot, so be careful. More on that one coming up. KFI the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jeff Bob.
At In-N-Out, our hamburgers are made with the highest quality ingredients, made fresh and by hand, made with a smile, and made to order just for you. This report is sponsored by ChooseMass.org. They made a video game.
End of story.
You know what makes it addictive? You know what makes heroin addictive? Do you know what makes gambling addictive for some people? Your body. Your body and your brain and the receptors in your brain and the interaction of your brain makes things addictive, not the things themselves. So I don't know if they'll get anywhere with that. All right, that's handle on the news section. And, not gonna lie to you, I need a second to look up what's coming up next. And it's because I have, and I'm not counting them all here because it'll take a while, but I have somewhere on the amount of 20 to 25 windows open on a computer in front of me. When we come back, oh, remember I promised I would tell you who to be mad at? That's Paul Whelan is still in Russia.
Yes.
That's what we're going to get into. It's KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Wishing you a happy, whatever doesn't offend you, day.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Get ready for more. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Forecasters say SoCal will have more wild winter weather. Meteorologist Ryan Cattell with the National Weather Service tells Wake Up Call the rain will stick around for a while.
We should see kind of showers off and on again all the way through the morning hours, which will definitely impact the commute.
And there's plenty of snow in the mountains.
The accumulation for the bulk of the day, we might see up to about 8 inches in the highest elevations in the resort levels, but we could see a few inches down as low as 3,000 feet.
And that snow has impacted your drive. Let's get that part of it from the KFI in the Sky Just Boss.
Boy, that's Denver. San Bernardino Mountains now change required. The 18 to 138 going up there. As I mentioned before, it's great for skiers and boarders, but it's really tough for driving. The drive out of the San Joaquin Valley into Gorman, we've been watching it all morning. There were earlier escorts involved. Right now it's okay. It's really wet in some spots. It goes from higher elevations, you got a lot of snow, and then just wet for us. Now, at the moment, coming through the San Fernando Valley, you'll see some sunshine, but I've got to warn you, there's another enormous front that we've been watching on radar coming through Santa Barbara right now. So it could get kind of bad, and it was awful early this morning. But again, if you're going up to the mountains now, you got to have chains. Don't fool around. It's really something. Stay with our KFI traffic report. Now it's coming up in just a few minutes. For now, Jennifer, I'll send it back to you.
And these dry and cool conditions are expected to come back in tonight, but the cool, that's the thing, it's going to be here. The Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority reported over 69,000 people in the city experiencing homelessness. That's the city of LA. A woman's been killed by a stray bullet in Santa Ana. Police say the shooter was aiming for two teens who were running from a drive-by shooting December 4th. The woman died Friday, but the shooting was not reported by Santa Ana cops until Saturday. The two teens who were being shot at ran into a parking lot for cover and were not hurt. The woman was the mother of three. Detectives say the shooting could be gang-related. A man's been killed in a crash with a fire truck in Lucas Valley. The crash happened just before 12:30 yesterday on the eastbound 60 west of Valley Way. The CHP said firefighters were investigating a separate crash when the driver came speeding down and collided with the parked fire truck. They say the driver lost control due to the slippery roadway and crashed. A person in West Hills knocked the head off a Santa Claus decoration that was standing on a person's front porch. The home security video shows the person running up to the home yesterday and hitting the display, causing the head to fall off. The video shows the person running off with several other people. The city of Richmond, Virginia has removed its last public Confederate statue. The statue of Confederate General A.P. Hill was erected more than 130 years ago.
It's a scene that's been played out around the country for the last 2 years in a push to de-glorify historical supporters of slavery. The statue of A.P. Hill is different because the remains of him.
ABC's Jim Ryan says a crew with a flatbed truck wrapped straps around the statue's arms and removed it from its base with a crane. The statue will be given to the Black History Museum and Cultural Center of Virginia. Georgia Republican Congresswoman Marjorie